Hello to all the comic fans, Marvel geeks, and all nerds in between. Welcome to another episode of Vigilante Vibes Podcast, where we talk all things Marvel and other parts of nerd culture like comics and movies without the toxicity that's taken up way too much space in each and every fandom. I'm your host, Megan Nicole, and today I'm so very pleased to welcome two new returning guests, very special guests. Today I'm joined by Kris Stahl, you may know as the Long Box Punk, and Kris Mendoza. They are the creators of Barricade Brigade, and I'm very excited to talk to them about it. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you? I got so many props, Megan.
I
told
love
you.
it.
I'm just going to randomly be showing props the entire time we're doing this.
As you should. Last time you guys came on, now I can't remember. It hadn't come out yet?
No.
Like, some. I read a little bit of it, but like the whole thing didn't come out.
And we put your quote in our book.
Yeah.
That's
There it
so
is.
exciting.
Inside cover. And look at that.
Oh
There's
my
our very own
gosh.
Megan of Vigilante Vibes Podcast.
That's right. That's right.
That's the most exciting thing I've ever seen. Oh my God.
Yep, there it
I'm so
is.
excited. So, where are we now? Tell us about this past year, because I feel like every time I see you guys, it's like new update. This is happening. We have this, and like it's just always exciting.
We are taking a lot of swings very close to each other.
Yes.
None of them are small. So
Yeah.
So after the success of Barricade Brigade 0, which happened last summer, we had the book pretty much ready to go. We printed it, we made it, we put our seedlings in there.
Yeah, we did.
You're all over this book.
Oh, thanks.
But we, got the book out and had just rode the high of like holding physical copies of our book that came out of our brains and out of our hands. And we made a comic. How freaking cool is that? We made a comic. And so we rode that for a little bit, and then very quickly we're ready to get to work on writing chapter 1. We were very intentional from the get-go with Barricade Brigade that we don't want to do the standard floppy 1, floppy 2, floppy 3 trade, floppy 4, floppy 5, floppy 6 trade. We said, hey, my comic kink, this is confession time, I love square bound comics. I love the format, like the 60 to 80 page one shots. The DC Elseworlds were almost all square bound. Marvel doesn't have as many square bound, turns out.
Dude, I just bought a bunch of Punisher one-shots that were all square bound for $1 each.
What the French toast? So it's it's the best format to dollar bin dive because you don't even have to pull them up. You can literally just look at the top. And square bound, I pull it up, I'm like, oh, I already have that. Oh, that's a new one. And so we both love that format, and we were like, hey, so we did issue 0 digest size of all the props I have. There we go. Regular size comic, our comic.
It's
right?
so cute.
It's smaller.
I love it.
It's if you've got Jinko jeans, it fits easily into any of your pockets. If you've got Hot Topic pants, the ones that have the straps and chains, it fits in all of those pockets too. It even fits in regular pockets. I can put this in my back pocket. So we love this size. It feels very zine, very like if you're going to a punk show, this is what the band is going to hand you. Like, hey, I got a cool zine. And so we were like, why don't we make all of our books digest size? And why don't we do square bound books? And we had submitted to a couple different places. We were trying to get it into different anthologies just to get our name out there, get more reps, get more experience, tell more stories. And we kept getting no's or ghosted. And on one of my Wednesday night Substack at the time, maybe it was Instagram, I don't know. One of my Wednesday night live streams, I was like, hey, I'm tired of getting no's. Like, we should just do our own freaking anthology. And it was kind of like a throwaway comment, and I kept going with the stream. I got off of it, and I had like 7 messages from him. And he was like, no, but bro, we should. I already have the storyteller. We can use my mannequin. It'll be awesome. Of course, it's going to be horror, and we should do that. And I was like, we should. And so fast forward, and we did a horror anthology.
Hey, he has.
And we, we had 3 different cover artists come through. We are insanely proud of this. Here's our mannequin here. We have 8 stories. We had 16 creators plus the 3. Yeah, so 19 total. It was great. And we did that. So that was the end of 2025, was collecting submissions. We had 68 submissions, which is
that's
nuts
crazy.
for us, where we were like, we've never done this. Do you know that?
We just got a random one too, like this week.
Yeah, we had somebody submit a story just like to submit a story.
Like a Christmas horror story.
I don't know how
just
they got our email, but
cold emailed us because we put it everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's
you know
fair.
how wild it is that someone just randomly sends you a story because like they know you'll handle it. That's got to feel good.
It's nuts. I saw it come through, and we actually haven't talked about it, so I'm glad.
I know. I need to read it. I was at work when I saw the email, and I was like, okay, I got to come back to this.
I was like,
back to engineering.
Did someone just pitch their story? It's an 11-page horror Christmas
they did.
story, and I was like, what? How? But we're not even.
You're something now.
Freaking rules.
Yeah.
So we that was all of our end of 25 was collecting submissions. January, we started going through them. February, we let the teams know. March, we launched it. April, we ended the campaign on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. We have a successfully funded campaign. And then I just sent all of the packages out like last week. So still very much riding the hangover of I just did fulfillment, and we launched Barricade Brigade 1. I had to submit it to Kickstarter twice because the first time they were like, you haven't fulfilled your first campaign. I was like, can you send this message to other creators that I've backed multiple of their projects? And
no doubt.
They haven't fulfilled it. Why are you picking on me? But okay. Okay, great. I like that you're taking steps
they've
forward.
Been on some BS lately, so.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening with all of crowdfunding and creator spaces right now. But I resubmitted it. They were like, hey, you're approved. And I was like, great, wonderful. And so we launched it on July 4th. We did a tandem launch party with our friends at Apollo City as they launched this Comic Kills Fascists dose. And they hit their minimum funding goal today. So good for them.
Yeah.
And we're next, baby. We're going to. So
I think the last time I looked, we were at 79%.
I haven't looked in 2 days. So
I am terrible because I can't stop.
It's a mental health thing. If I look
it
at
is.
it, I'm just going to refresh.
Oh, I know.
You're like, yeah, what do you think I'm doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Yeah, it's terrible.
It's like, how many views did I get? How many this? And it's like, just don't look. Just don't do it.
That's why whenever I post stuff, I have to just not look. I need to figure out a way to stop the notifications of things getting liked. Because it's out there.
You can turn that off. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that for my own sake.
Yeah. Also turn off all notifications for social media apps. Don't get those on your phone.
That's what I did to all my inboxes, and it's so fun. I don't know what's going on anywhere, but definitely do it.
It's like dropping into new comics. You just randomly got new stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes you get bored. You just go through the messages, and you're like, dang, in January, I could have had something cool.
Yeah.
Something could have been awesome.
God didn't want it to happen.
This is not my life.
Yes, this was meant to be. Clearly, I didn't need to read whatever it was at the time. That's fine.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine. I actually I only once a year get on LinkedIn. And this time it was only because my boss was like, hey, can you update your LinkedIn so that it shows that the company has more than just me working here? And I was like, yeah, all right. So I did that. And while I was in LinkedIn, I had a little message icon thing. And I was like, oh, who's sending me a message? And someone was offering me a job that I had applied for back in 2017. And I never saw it. And I was like, well, thankfully I didn't see it because they ended up closing in 2019. So that clearly was divine intervention, because I would have absolutely quit whatever job I was working at the time to go work there. And it was like a concert venue hangout space for teens. Like it was a Christian establishment, everything lined up that I wanted it to be, and it would have been doing video for them. And I was like, oh, that's using my degree. And I didn't see the message, so I didn't apply. And I didn't have to worry about being unemployed 2 years later. So there's that for me.
If it's meant to be, it will be. This happened because Kris texted me. So if you message me anywhere about this, I didn't see it. So here we are.
I was like, did she send a link somewhere?
No, it was
like
I've been trying to get in this room since 7 o'clock. It was 8 when I got in here, and my kids were like, it's summer and I want to ruin your life. And I was like, well, but you did it all week.
I gave you pizza.
God, I was like, I fed you. What do you want me to do?
Yes.
She's home. My oldest is home from school, and she's extraordinarily clingy. Like, I hear her crying right now because I'm in here, and it's like, girl, I'm not even that great. Like, I'm not even that nice to you. What are you doing? So,
honey boo boo, I'm happy to have your affection. But...
So Kris texted me right as I got in here, and I was like, we're all good. We're all on board. We're all crying inside, and that's okay.
Yeah. Here we are talking about comics. Everything's on fire, but we got a comic that you should buy.
That's right.
So, Kris with a K.
Yes.
Last time you were here, I don't think you knew how to do an interview.
I didn't. You were my first show.
Yay. And here we are back. So
here we are.
It's time for you to talk. How have you felt about everything that's happened in the past year?
Oh, it's been good as well. Let me. As far as CHK goes, everything has been good. Like the world is, in fact, still on fire. However, it's been amazing. We've done some amazing things. Putting this thing out has been like a masterclass in putting something together, in drawing quickly and trying to do it well, in book formatting, in wrangling a bunch of fucking cats, because have you ever tried to wrangle 16 other creative people?
Yeah.
No.
On top of yourself and this guy? Like
I was in you guys' Discord for a minute, and my God, how do you even know who all those people are? How do you even know people? They're all gone.
I'm terrible with names.
I don't know how you do this. Like, do you just thing one and thing two? And like, they're all like, oh, I have this idea. I have this idea. I do this art. And I'm like, who are you? Have we spoken before?
You hadn't spoken to any of them, because that was one of the intents, was everyone is new.
Mm-hmm.
It was stressful.
Yeah. It was a lot, because we had to learn personalities too. And we matched up artists and writers based on
a D20. Actually, here it is. I have the. Don't give away our secrets.
Based on that super archaic form of.
Yeah. Like shout out to Sean Sunday with the custom D20.
Those are cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I need to find a place to play D&D, but it's not like I've got time.
Yeah. Get back to. Don't you have drawing to do? Shouldn't you be paid?
I was asked to talk. What are you talking about?
Here, that's fair. That's fair.
But no, we did all sorts of things. I tabled at the con that Kris works, 5-star in Ohio. That was amazing. We got to see each other in person.
I saw that. That's so fun.
Yeah. We both have fancy badges.
Yeah, we do.
And it's brought opportunity on opportunity, really. Also, the behind the curtains is the amount of effort I put into improving my art between Barricade Brigade and AHA, and then still from Barricade Brigade to Barricade Brigade. I mean, some of these new pages, I'm like, dude, you gotta see this. It looks like a real comic page.
It came out of my pen.
It came out of my pen, and it looks good.
How long did it take you, to realize, like, Oh my God, we made one. Was it when it was in your hand?
Pretty much. Like, I had the art in hand, though. So I think, like, I had more of an inkling that it was real.
Yeah.
But
until...
until...
I just had a script and pictures on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, this could be anything.
For me, and there's a gift that I still have on my phone of, he mailed me, or I got the pencils file to do my variants for issue 0, because I took his pencils and I just did my punkified graffiti, is what I call it, on top of it. But it was, I sent the file to my wife to print out at work because she has a printer that can print the 11x17. And so she printed out like 2 or 3 versions in case I messed it up. And it wasn't until I held the printed out, like, these are characters that came out of our head. Like, I came up with why he looks the way he does.
Yep.
And like holding that, I definitely had an emotional moment. And then
Sure.
Like getting the books, because I do the fulfillment, and so like I do a lot of the admin and the background stuff that nobody sees, and the promotion things, and I write all the updates because he's busy doing all of the artwork for it. And so during all of that, like I got the books mailed here to my house, and then from here I did the fulfillment and sent them out all over the place. And getting the stacks of books here was like surreal, because it was more than just an idea. It was more than just like, oh yeah, we drew the thing and like, here's our characters and I'm just going to do my stuff on top of it. Like, no, this has like a title and our corner box. And if you open it, like I put this together and here's words that I wrote over here. And like, that's when it was suddenly was like, I think we were on FaceTime when I opened them and I just kept staring at it. Like we did this. Like, this is the coolest. And I felt the same way when I opened all the books of AHA, and I got all those here and started opening up the packs of books. It was like, we worked a lot of hours. I slept not a lot of hours. And like, we coordinated this, we made this happen. We set a stupid high goal, what felt like stupid high for us. And we met it and exceeded it. And were able to pay the creators more than double what we had initially planned to. And it just like, those are the moments that suddenly everything is, no, we're like, this is the business of comics. Like, we're making comics. People are starting to associate us with like the punk zine DIY. And it's from talking to people online, seeing people posting about the comic, like, oh man, the punk energy in this is just like the coolest thing ever. Like, that is so gratifying. Yeah. And I'm not like a words of affirmation person. I usually don't care. That's part of where the punk aspect came from for me, was like, I'm gonna wear these because I don't care what you say. But there's something about like July 4th, we went to a friend's house for a gathering and grill out and whatever. And she had backed both AHA and Barricade Brigade 0. And so I brought both of them because I'm a bad friend and I hadn't remembered to give them to her when I saw her the first time. And so I gave her both books, and she immediately like opens them up and grabs her husband and gives him the stuff and is showing him and just flipping through AHA. And they like immediately just grabbed everybody else in the house. Like, hey, you got to look at it. Like, he made that comic. This is cool. And like hearing other people that I don't even know be like, damn, dude, this is legit. How you did this? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I didn't do the art, but like, yeah. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you did that.
It's that experience. It's finding, like, telling people to pitch for the book at a convention, standing behind a table, which I thought would be super easy. I'm like, I can talk to anybody. Let me just schmooze them up. I got some cool comics. But like, going through an entire day and not selling a single book, and then getting to the second day and suddenly be like, I gotta sell a freaking comic. Like, I gotta make some money today. Finding strangers that believe in what we're doing enough that they're willing to give me money in exchange for the book was just like, I'm sorry, I'm going to be that guy. Can I take a picture of you with the book? Like, you're the first person I've sold my comic to. And like, I don't know you from Adam. Like, I don't know who you are. Can I just take a picture? And so like, I started taking pictures of people that bought my book, and it like those, I still don't know their names, but like those people mean something to me, whether they realize it or think about it, or regardless of what they thought of the book after they read it. But like, they were willing to put money to buy something that I had a heavy hand in creating. And that's the best. Like, that's the sauce of comics is when other people get to experience your book and have energy and hype about it and are excited about it. And even if they're not, but they're still like, no, what you're saying is cool. Like, I can give this to my sister. I'll buy a copy, like whatever. Awesome. Like, it doesn't matter to me if you read it or somebody else does. Like, if you get excited about what I'm making, fantastic.
I think it's also like they can see the vision. They can see what you saw, like where the magic's at. Is someone gets excited, and it's really like they understood your dream, and you're watching them see it for the first time.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's a process too, right? Like, it's always going to be a learning of how do I close the sale? How do I whatever? But you like, I don't want to focus on, this makes me a really bad business person. I don't want to focus on the money. I want to focus on making connections. Like, we're very new at this, right? Like, we have a book that we made together. We have a book that we coordinated and helped produce. That's it. Like, everything else about it is just us being excited and supporting other creators. So we're still trying to find people that can believe in what we're doing, of like, hey, we're just trying to tell cool stories and like have fun with comics and make connections and maybe tap into like the zine culture that the punk scene has. And like, somewhere in that intersection is us. And we're just like shouting in our megaphone, like, we love comics and we love making stuff. You should like it too. Right. And like, we're just trying to find people at this point that are like, what do they say? Yeah, I'm in on that. Yeah, all right. That's all we want right now. And then if they happen to buy stuff, great.
Yeah. Yes, community. You're right, Megan. That's exactly what we want.
That's way to tie it all together, Megan.
Yeah, she's so succinct.
So good at leading us.
So well spoken. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I talk a lot.
I've been told that I don't talk enough. So we need to flip roles here. You need to tone it down a little bit, Megan.
It cracks me up because you two are so very different as people. Like, Kris with the K has just been sitting here and like tanking it in, and he's like, yeah, back up, support. And you've been like getting the ball rolling, but you guys work so well there, like you mesh so well, and you have this incredible chemistry. So it's no wonder this came together, and people love it. People love your talents. People love what you've done. And I think your friendship is what really does show through the artwork, through the writing, because it also just perfectly fits.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think look at me talking, other Kris. I know. I think it does show through, and to kind of tie it back in, like a band, if people in the band are not actually good with each other as people, you can tell when bands are not happy to be with each other. It's terrible. No one wants to be in that energy. No one wants to pay to listen to that or see it live. Like, you should be doing it because you love doing it and you found community with those people.
True. Yeah. I mean, like with Nirvana, you could tell those bastards loved each other. But then there's other bands that's like, oh no. No. I think they all showed up at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it shows.
Yeah. I like how ingrained it is into the the punk culture. It's just all over. I love that about it because it's such a fun life. in the punk world? I feel like we all have had our hand in it somewhere in your life. I don't care who you are. You've liked a song, you've liked a band, you've felt the angst. I feel like there's a lot that you can relate to in these comics.
Yeah. It's not just about being a punk.
Yeah.
None of this is just about being a punk. It's about having community. It's about being marginalized. It's about finding community. It's about chasing a dream. It's about things that are just real experiences in life. Not, yes, it's about punk, and if you like punk, you're going to get a whole lot of the in jokes and in references that are in the artwork that are just hiding in plain sight. But if you don't, you can still enjoy the story. It's for anyone that wants to feel a feeling that in 2026, when we're being bombarded with quote unquote artificial intelligence, wants to feel something real.
Yeah. And like so much so that I just kind of realized this as the two of you were talking. First panel of the comic is Five with the Mohawk is setting up to record because he's all into like, we're going to take this band all over the place, and the band is standing back together. And he's like, okay, cool. No, I got it. Like, this is our Watermelon. I'm your host. I'm Five. And like the joke that Tolba, the drummer, is like, yeah, I bet it's not even recording. Like, that's the familial like friendship and community that you only get to dunk on each other by loading in and out and carrying stuff at 2 a.m. and, like dropping gear on your toe and having everybody else laugh at you because now you've done it. And like those experiences only happen with shared time together. And like we started the book off that way. And it was just immediate, like I say it jokingly a lot, but like sarcasm is my love language. If I'm not dunking on you, it's probably because I don't really like you. Like if I am, it's because I'm comfortable enough with you that I can say something about you that's a little bit cutting. Like the first time when Kay and I met, I'm telling this story. When we met in Dayton, we met in like a dark alley in Dayton. I wish that was a joke.
Rock. Yes. It's the most appropriate, like hugging in the middle of an alley, a dark alley, like single street light, dark alley.
And I think it was one of the first things that I said was like, I don't know why, man, but I thought you were going to be taller. And it just, because it was like I'm 6 foot. I'm not a giant, right? But like it just kind of.
You shouldn't speak for yourself.
It just.
I'm 5'4", and I said you're a lot shorter on FaceTime. So,
turns out, but yeah, it was like that immediate.
You're a lot taller than that too. Like you have the face of a much taller man. That's good. Like. I would have thought 6 foot. Yeah, I would have thought 6 foot. Nothing wrong with height. Nothing at all. But you do have the face of someone way taller.
Yeah.
I climb on the counters to get stuff from the top cabinets.
This is so real.
I'm 44 and I climb on the counters.
On the plus side, you don't look 44. So like,
well, thank you.
All tens here.
I'll take all of it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it was, that was the first thing. Like
when you were hugging, you said this while you were hugging, like
yes,
and I think part of it. So my wife is also 5'4". I think part of it is like it wasn't a lot of bro hugs. Let's walk through some biology here. A lot of bro hugs, right? Like regardless, if you're within a certain height similarity of me. It's like meet in the middle, just hit the shoulder. It's fine. I can go down a little bit. But when Kay and I got together,
it was full embrace.
It was full embrace. And there was a very distinct like, oh, yeah, okay. Dude, it's good to meet you, bro. And it was...
Yeah.
He looked so far down.
It was because I couldn't just do the normal, like I had to, right? And that's when I was like, oh, you're a lot shorter than I thought. And it just like, it wasn't a diss. It was just a comment of like,
Yeah.
we're meeting for the first time in person after only ever talking through screens and cameras for 2.5 years. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Broke the hell out of that ice. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it was only going to go up from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then it did. And we went on a quest for food for him. And 3 bars later, we found it.
Yeah.
And like a random rap concert that was happening.
Yes.
I still don't know what was happening in that other room. I don't know that I want to know.
I don't know. Yeah.
But it was
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a comic that's on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That you should totally back.
This was my favorite story I've ever been told on this podcast in my life. It was incredible.
Oh, it gets better.
Please.
He's collecting Santa stuff now. So I brought him one of these because it's the weirdest Santa I've ever seen.
That's
and
not
I thought
Santa.
it was amazing.
Is that not the Pringles guy?
No.
It's not if you painted it black, maybe.
Yes, if you painted it black and gave it like big coin eyes. But it is totally it's totally a Santa.
Yeah. Like the face
from wait, there's a lot to unpack here.
Okay. Let's unpack.
What are we unpacking?
What is that thing? It's just a head?
It's like a mask, but it doesn't have eye holes. And it doesn't have like the rubber band.
It's also not human size. Like the only thing that's going to fit on that is like a pug, and you're just
or a doll. I think it's a mask for a doll.
I think it honestly was probably the face for a doll. That's why it's got the tab underneath, because you could stitch onto it and then all the way around it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But
you could make, one of the plug-in like Christmas lights that like have the little bulb behind it, and it's usually like a Christmas tree. Yeah. You could make one with that.
Oh yeah, my wife would love that.
Okay, so my second question: why do you collect Santa stuff?
So my grandpa was Santa. He used to dress up and had the beard, had the full suits, had the everything, and would go around on Christmas Eve after my dad and my uncle were old enough that, they didn't live with him anymore. He started in 1974, I think was the first year he did it. And he was a prominent member of the church, and he was involved with the city, like politics scene, whatever that looked like. But like everybody knew him from church. He was like, I've had strangers when they find out that I'm a Stahl be like, wait a second, like Tom Stahl with the red van. I'm like, yeah, everybody knows the red van. And he bought a red van because Santa had a red sleigh. So he had to have a red van, but he would literally like drive to people in the church to their houses on Christmas Eve dressed in the full Santa garb. And so my Nana always collected Santas to the point like people just started giving her Santas, and she had a whole like desk in the hallway that was covered in Santas. Like Christmas was their season, it was their holiday, and it was a big deal. And so every year he would go and he would upgrade stuff, and I now have both of his old outfits in the basement. But he, like, because of that, and Christmas for me after she passed, and like he passed in 92 and then she did in 2011. But every year since then, you're gonna be all up in my feels on a comic book show, Megan. Christmas just was never Christmas for me, right? Like it was always just the logistics of running around. It didn't help that my daughter's mom and I weren't together, and so there's coordinating that, and both my parents are divorced and remarried, so there's coordinating that, and it was just a lot of logistics, and I hated all of it. And I've always struggled with that since. And actually just this past year, I was like, I want to have a thing that I look forward to every Christmas more than just Christmas sweaters and Christmas beers. So like, I think I want to start my own Santa collection. And I had mentioned it in one of my articles in my Substack, and I think I probably talked about it on one of my like Wednesday night live streams. I don't remember how this stalker down here
he did
figured it out.
It was in both.
But yeah, so because of that and because of like starting the collection, he found a stack of those Santa doll face onlys and bought a couple and brought me one.
Yeah. I was like, I got something real weird for you.
Yeah. And
Isn't that like true friendship though? It's like, oh, it's so ugly. You're going to love it.
Like, this is the weirdest I'm not going to own a weirder Santa anything than Santa's
If you find
face.
something weirder, I need it.
If you find something weirder, burn it.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that thing
one.
is in an episode of Supernatural.
It might be.
My wife would know.
Yeah.
I've never watched Supernatural, and she loves Jensen Ackles, and it's fine. I get it. He is a good-looking dude. And we went to like a Supernatural con together, even though I've never watched Supernatural. I was like, "What? No, you want to go? Like, get the tickets, and I'll go with you." She was like, "But you don't know the show." I said, "I don't care. I love you. So if this is what you're into, like, I'm gonna go, and I'll nerd out about it too." And I actually really liked. Of course, I don't remember his name now, but one of the actors, they were doing their like Q&A thing, and he was in character kind of being a jerk to people, and he was like eating a bag of chips, and someone was like, "Hey, what should I do about this?" He was like, "I don't like that question, next," and like literally just completely blew them off.
That's hilarious.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah,
that
guy.
Sounds like him, the king of hell, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super fitting. But no, after hearing his like 45-minute whatever, I was like, all right, I'll watch it for him. And she was like, yes. And we just haven't started yet. But
you should. I just started a few weeks ago, restarted, and it's like, it's just all that's right with the world. Nothing like gets you going than the first episode when he's like, Dad's on a hunting trip and he hasn't been home in 3 days. And you're like, here we fucking go.
Yes. Yes.
This is about to be a good phase of my life.
Yeah.
She had to finish. I mean, she's been through it, I think 4 or 5 times now. And she just finished her like rewatch. She doesn't rewatch the final episode, but she was like, I'll rewatch it with you because you haven't seen it. Just know that it's awful and I hate it. And I just pretend like it ends the episode before that. I was like, oh, okay.
I actually I don't know. I think it's awful because it's like, it's over. You know, like that's it.
I think that's part of why she doesn't like watching it.
All she needs to do is just hit that replay button and start from season 1. Mm-hmm. Keep the good times rolling. Kris, you watch Supernatural?
Yeah, I haven't finished it, but I've watched a good amount.
Here? What are we doing?
Gentlemen. We could start it right now.
Gentlemen, you have a horror
watch party.
I know. Yeah, we can just turn this into a watch party. Okay. And we can pitch Barricade Brigade while watching.
I would really like to do that, but I don't have much laptop battery to do that.
Yeah, same.
at the risk though of like crucifixion, is it truly a horror show, or is it just a let's watch these 2 hot guys hunt ghosts show?
It's so much more than
that. It's not just ghosts, dude.
Okay.
It's not.
So like demons, it started off as supposing to be like the Monster of the Week show, right? There's like, they have every monster available.
Yes.
Everything. And then they got it wasn't a different producer maybe in the 2nd or 3rd season. Someone who's listening, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. But then they decided to have a more linear overlying plot. So like, you get everything. Kris, we meet Jesus. When we meet God, we meet Satan. We meet one of their besties is an angel.
That's Castiel?
Yes. Yes, that little angel.
All right. Okay.
And then you get to meet Bobby. Oh,
yeah, my wife loves Bob. Apparently, Bobby is basically her dad.
He's all our dads. Even my dad. I'll tell my dad that. He's all our dads.
Okay. I could replace you with Bobby.
You think the race is done? Son, you're in the running. That's it. But it is a truly brilliant show because you do grow with the show. You watch the characters grow. You see so much happen. And also the amount of like underrated actors that are in the show is weird. Like, have you guys seen Letterkenny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Stuart? He's an angel at one point. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
It's so weird when people like that you know for one thing very well end up in some completely different.
The dude has range. Like,
yeah.
But it's funny because I guess they were filming on the same lot for so long that you also see, what's his name in the show? The main guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in it. Like, you see a bunch of random people. You're like, why are you here?
How are you now?
Like,
Pitter patter, bud. Let's go.
Out.
Yeah.
But
see,
yes,
we're watching The Boys. I guess a lot, like, it's got the same producer guy, and so he's slowly bringing over all of the supernatural people.
Okay.
And there's one, I think it was not the final season, but the last one, whatever number that was. There's one of the guys that was an angel in Supernatural that is a soup in that season, and like
I think it was their dad.
This is the guy that's running around naked, and like you just see all the stuff. Because Rachel's real upset that whenever I go to watch Supernatural, I'm only going to see the super powered guy with this wiener hanging out. And she was like, this is all you're going to know him from. And I was like, you're right, it is. It's kind of a striking image of this actor.
I don't know who that would be. I thought I saw was it fourth season? I thought I saw the fourth season, and now I don't know. But they're all in the fifth season, and I haven't seen the fifth season. So.
Yeah, we haven't watched the fifth one yet.
Yeah.
We're behind on a lot of things.
How about
That's why I had to make sure to watch 97 today, actually.
And then Chris didn't.
And then he didn't, yeah.
Yeah, someone failed.
Unbelievable.
Like a 20-minute show.
Even
I know.
Shirts. Come on.
Like, yeah. I got home. What did I do last night?
That's how tired you
What am I doing with my life?
What are we doing? What's going on?
Remember what I did? But I didn't get to watch it. Oh, I mowed. I got home and mowed.
Yeah, same. Those are the chores I was doing, was mowing.
Same.
I hate it.
I do the mowing too. It kind of sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially when it's as hot as it is and as humid as it is.
I dug it when I had a zero turn, but now I don't. I have to push.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great workout, but oh my God, men have been doing this for ages. That's why they're so angry.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I don't understand the guys that are like, I love mowing the lawn, and the lawn is just my refuge. And dude, no.
Look,
no, get a hobby.
When I had a zero turn, we lived on like 4 acres. I was like, of course I'll go do the lawn, sucker, and left my husband with my kids. I was like, ha ha. Took a drink with me, had my earbuds in. I was like, this is a freaking vacation. But now I'm like, I'll do the lawn because he has really bad allergies. So I'm like,
same. I'm allergic to grass, and I'm out there cutting the grass. Yeah, it's great. That's why I hate doing it, because I come in and I'm like, everything's awful. Where's my inhaler? Every time. Yeah.
That's my husband.
I would happily pay somebody to cut the grass, and no one wants my money. I'm like, I'll give you $30, kid, on your motorized bicycle.
$30? Have you not heard of like inflation?
Listen, I was getting
it's like
paid
$45.50 now to get a yard mowed.
for a teenager.
For anyone.
Look, their weed prices went up.
The pros. Okay, if you're bringing a riding mower onto my less than quarter acre, I understand I need to pay you more. But if you're just a freaking kid in junior high, I'm not giving you $50 to cut my grass.
Hey, if you want, I got a number from a kid last night while I was mowing that's doing 15 for the front.
Done.
So, like, I'll just shoot him up your way.
Perfect.
It'll only take, well, apparently if you're flying, it'll take crossing 3 time zones.
Yeah. That's still nonsense that you bounce from Oklahoma to Tennessee to Denver to Cincinnati.
Was it Tennessee?
That was supposed to be my one layover, but the plane that was supposed to take me didn't show up the night before, so they had to scramble and get an. And I'm like, This is terrible news. So then they added a layover in Denver.
That's the one that gets me. Like, they sent you from Tennessee back to Denver?
I time traveled and it sucked.
I mean, listen, Denver is a great airport because New Belgium Brewery has a spot that's next to a wall of glass. And so you can sit and sip their beer and eat their delicious pretzel bites and look out at the Rocky Mountains. I love that experience for me.
Like, that sounds fantastic.
Having a layover in Denver on my way to Montana to see my sister. For that, I don't care what time it is. That's what I'm doing. And when I flew out with my dad, I was like, "Hey, so I know where we're gonna go for lunch," and he was like, "Son, it's 11 a.m." I said, "Right, our time. I get that. So it's like 9 a.m. here, but just hear me out." And we went, and they were like, "Yeah,
eat an omelet there,
Southwest omelet. It's great."
Yeah.
Where
else would you go for that?
Right.
I don't know, anyway. Somewhere not Denver, probably closer to my home.
Somewhere not
that's
three
so
time
rude.
zones away.
Not an airport.
Right. Like I could
literally
probably Google.
Any diner.
To be fair.
Speaking of diners, you were asking about where we are with Barricade Brigade. Look at me just steering the.
Man,
we
tangented so bad.
I realized it I was like, wait, why am I talking about Denver's airport?
It's a subplot. It's fine.
It is.
It's fine. Yeah, we're just here to hang out.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of editing on your hands, by the way.
I'm not editing a bit.
Perfect.
I'll add some music. I never try to edit when I have people on because it's I feel like that's weird when you take out the things they say and they don't know. I feel like that's super weird.
That is fair.
I'll tell, like I told you guys before, if there's something you want taken out, just tell me and I will. But other than that, it's I'm not about to edit what you said. Because I feel like a lot of people do that and it comes out very wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you see that a lot with news media too.
Exactly. It's what are you
It's all that
hiding?
out of context stuff.
Yeah. And it's I don't know your context. So I'm not about to assume it. So this is all out, boys.
Nice. Well,
it's fine.
Speaking of all out and being all out at diners, getting it back on the train. So after chapter 0 ends, after I'll just give away the big thing that we kept secret the entire time from issue 0.
That was
after this scene where they've splorched the monster. Which is still my favorite. I would love
That's
to.
The best word.
Yes,
that's my favorite onomatopoeia. How's that for a $5 word?
That's a great one.
Well, inflation, that's $7.50. So go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. We pick up chapter 1 right after that panel.
Okay.
So literally, it's a 2-page spread that is in the same alley. So you have it's like there's a gutter in another page instead of a year.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. And then, they clearly have stuff to figure out, right? Because this corporate monster just anamorphed himself into this real monster. And now the band is whoa, he was a monster? And Five's yeah, let's go to Waffle House. I got some knowledge to drop on you. And then we get the full explanation of what's happening and this much bigger narrative that Kay and I knew all along, that none of the reader, we're taking this to aliens and deep into space and ancient races and just all knowing cosmic beings. We're going all of those places.
So you're getting weird.
We're getting real weird.
I like that.
We're like X-Men in space weird. So Gail, we're coming for you.
So speaking of
I think Gail would dig it.
I think so.
Yeah, we're both heavily influenced by X-Men. On the chapter 1 logo. So on chapter 0, we did pink and green because we were watermelon colors.
Yeah.
But then X-Men can change their colors every issue. So why can't we? So we directly ripped off the color scheme from X-Men #1 that had the 4 different connecting covers. And we've got the yellow and blue, which is also the through line of the entire Kickstarter campaign page. All the graphics use that same yellow and blue. But we also are like mega X-Men nerds. And my favorite X-Men are when they're in space. And my favorite like weird, obscure character team is the Starjammers. Like, I love the Starjammers. If I was going to get an X-Men,
favorite space pirates. Yeah,
they're so good. Like, if
I know, except Corsair's kind of a shit dad.
Well,
I mean, his sons are kind of shit sons.
That's true.
As a space pirate,
apples and trees, bud.
Apples and trees. But yeah, if I was going to get an X-Men tattoo, it would be the Starjammers X logo with the 3 strikes underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, so because of that, it was like, we got to take this to space, right? And he immediately was like, yeah, we do. I'm like, cool.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, we set up all of that. So there's a little bit of like info dump. There's a little bit of, they need to decompress because they need to reconnect with a former bandmate. And so they go and they reconnect. And then they're like, hey, so we're doing this thing. And Five's like, hey, I might have gotten you a spot on the biggest music festival north of the equator called Nest Fest. So you're going to play Nest Fest. And the band's like, oh, shit, so many bands are going to be there. And so the fun thing that we're doing is we're working with real life bands to be in our comic. And we literally were just like, okay, I mean, what bands should we reach out to? And a couple immediately came to mind for both of us. And I was like, okay, so we're clearly going to reach out to these people. And then like, let's reach out to, I don't know, 5 or 6 other bands each that we both just like and see what happens. And all of the ones that responded back were an emphatic yes. Like, what do we do? What do you need from us? And so we're going to have, I'm designing the poster for Nest Fest to look like a giant music festival poster. That's an add-on. But that like, there's real bands that are there. There's bands that I thought of while I was cutting the grass. Cause what else am I going to do when I'm cutting the grass? Like that's real. And like my favorite is Jumbo and the Buckeyes. That's a solid band name.
That is a great name.
Solid name.
Really like that one. But like, so there's made up bands. And then I was like, wait a second, dude, there's so many indie comics that have bands in their comics. Like we're not the first to do this. Let's reach out to them. And so we reached out to a bunch of other creators that have bands in their comics and their bands are going to be at Nest Fest as well. So like, we're trying to bring in all sorts of other stuff. And there's going to be a whole page of like, hey, remember that poster? This band is real. You should find them and listen to their music. This band is actually in this comic. You should read it because it's really good. This band we just made up. So you should read more Barricade Brigade. So yeah, it's like, that's one of the things that I'm most excited about is working with real life bands and figuring out what that's going to look like, whether we send them copies of the book to send at their merch table. Cause a couple of them were drawing, Kay is drawing into the book.
Yes.
And you can see the first inked panel that he did with 1876, which is they were one of my top bands on Spotify last year.
They're so good. So good.
They're powwow punk. So is formed by 2 brothers who are both part of the Blackfeet Nation. And so they incorporate like the powwow drumming with their punk band. And it's just like everything that I want in music.
So good.
So yeah, like we're working with them. We're working with a band that's local to me called Drachmina. They are like a horror punk rock band. And like the lead singer is literally in my phone as Dracula because that's how he introduced himself. He was like, hey, I'm Dracula. And I was like, hell yeah, you are, dude. He has a giant black mohawk. always wear like reflective aviators, and just they're fully committed, and I love that about them. And so they're going to be in the band. They were at 5-star. I actually have their keychain on my like staff pass thing, because I was like, cool. They're like, they were gonna play an after show before the convention center was like, you can't have a rock concert in our convention center. Some like hoity-toity old white collar person was like, you're not playing music in our building. We just renovated. And we're like, can we just play it in the parking lot though? So we didn't. We abided by the rules. We didn't break anything.
That's so not punk rock. I thought you would have broken the rule. Stick it to the man.
It wasn't my choice. We signed a 2-year contract with him. And Tony, who started the whole thing, was like, bro, we need to come back next year. You can't do that. And I was like,
that's fair. That's fair.
But next year? And he was like,
maybe that bitch will be there next year. And
maybe next year, yeah.
It's on.
Maybe next year, play in the parking lot at the very least.
Give a shout out to her.
Yeah. So it goes out to Susan. She feels like a Susan.
They always do feel like a Susan.
Yeah.
I've never met a nice Susan. I just want to throw that out.
I've met a nice one, but I was like, I feel like you're a secret bitch, though.
Probably.
And like you kind of start to see it like, yeah, okay. I was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vibes checked. Duly noted.
So
also, sorry, I just remembered another prop. So we just announced, okay, I'm going to let you tell people about this because you were the one that set everything up. But this right here, this is a 7-inch single record. And this is relevant to Barricade Brigade Chapter 1, isn't it, Kay?
It sure is, because one of the real bands that we're working with, we have a whole song that's ours.
Wow.
Like, they wrote a song based on the lyrics in Zero. If I can get there really fast, because that's the smart thing to do. Here we go. Boom.
Oh my God.
Right here.
You both did it.
Yeah. In stereo. Yeah. So I was like, this is the only thing I want you to use as far as lyrical inspiration. These are the kinds of bands that we like. Like, go. So they wrote this amazing song for us, and we're going to put that on a 7-inch as long as we sell some. And it's going to be amazing.
Even if
we don't, what are we going to do with 20 of them?
I'm going to keep one.
Stocking stuffers. I mean, like.
Oh, that's actually, yeah. Well, so fun fact, I was able to put copies of Zero into my local punk record store.
Wow.
So being able to say, hey, here's the book with a 7-inch.
True. Oh.
Yeah. Like that. And then here you go. Sell this thing for me.
Yeah. I'm super hyped about it. I'm like hearing a song that was inspired by lyrics that we wrote for a comic book was like mind blowing. It was just like we wrote this as like what would be a cool name for a song? Okay, cool. And like I remember writing that beat in the story, and so now to hear a song that rips, it's so good. And like the band that did the song is called the Antibodies, and they've done theme songs for other comics as well. Like it's their thing, which is quite possibly the coolest thing ever. Like, yeah, we make
niche, but like
it's very niche, but very cool.
Yeah,
super rad. But yeah, we basically commissioned a band to write and record a song for our comic book, and they did.
Yep.
Do you know wild that it like how many comic books have a soundtrack like made it's
custom tailored? Like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You can listen to it and see the words in the comic, and it's like that's one of the, as a huge music and comic fan.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It is. It's super cool. And I could not have been more pleased. And they reached out to us. That's the wild part. Like, this wasn't us. Neither of us found them. They found us.
Like, who would think to even look for someone like that?
Yeah, I don't know. They did.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I can't wait to have them do another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other comics can we do that we throw lyrics into that they can write songs for?
Yeah.
Probably a good crime one.
Yeah.
We're trying to talk Kris with a C into it, right?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
You could just talk Kris with a K into it and Megan with an M into it, and then it's not a Discord where there's a bunch of people. It's
y'all could do it.
We could do it. Don't be scared.
I'm just here for support, guys. I wanted to, I really did, but it's like one thing after another.
Yeah.
Always.
Like,
totally get it.
More and more tiring.
Yeah.
But someday it'll stop.
Yeah.
Especially with kids.
Yeah.
That
young kids.
They're
out
super
of high school already.
Super great. Super grand. Super cool. So we do have to wrap up because we've been here for quite some time. But what can you tell all our listeners where they can find you, where they can support you, how they can support you?
Are you wanting me to go first? He's looking down at me.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're on my left side. Kris is below me.
I am under Kris in a little sub window in my screen, and you're to my left, but you're at my left. Kris is up.
I have never considered that this was different for the other people.
It's very weird. It actually let me choose. So
What?
fun fact, last time I did this with you, I couldn't even see Kris. Yeah. So that made it really weird.
Yeah.
I saw you and me.
That's so weird.
And I didn't know that I could change that, and I just was playing around with it. And yeah, now I see both of you in Megan, Kris.
So I have Kris and Kris with a K.
Okay.
Wow, yours are flipped. Yeah, I have K down here and you're over here, Megan.
If anyone's listening to the audio, just know we're talking about where our cameras, our screens are positioned.
Directionally north, south, east, west. It's very complicated. I pulled out my compass. I'm referencing a map for some reason. It's really weird.
It really is.
So it's.
I think Kris point that way a few times. I'm like, who's over there?
That's fantastic.
I was like,
so anyway,
really committing to the bit.
Yeah, we've side quested all the side quests today.
It's amazing. That's
it is. To be. It is. Like, if you're not side questing, what are you doing?
100% completion. That's what I'm after.
I mean, yeah, I don't play The Legend of Zelda to just beat the storyline.
You know what's funny? To take it on another side quest very quickly, I was playing whatever, I think it was Link's Awakening on Game Boy. I didn't know there was anything after or beyond the outside of the castle. I only ever played in the outside of the castle. And I was like, well, I'm like cutting up all these shrubbery and catching all these rupees and getting a sword, and this is cool. My friend was like, yeah, but you've been in the castle, right? I'm like, you can go in the castle? I had no idea. And I've been playing it for like 10 hours. Just running around, cutting
the
up
shrubs
plants.
Back. I gotta trim the shrubs.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Back to your question, Megan.
Yes.
I, Kris with a K, and PunkRockKris, also with a K, everywhere that I'm at. I'm on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, Substack. I'm not very good about posting there, if I'm just being honest. I think that's it.
Do you have a link tree?
Yes, it's all in my link tree.
And that
so is the Barricade Brigade campaign.
And those links will be in under the episode, as well as wherever PunkRockKris tells us.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kris.
And then I, the Longbox Punk, am a firm believer in self-branding. So at Longbox Punk is where you find me everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean not TikTok, not Twitter, but everywhere else. I'm on YouTube specifically. I do live streams with indie comic creators every Sunday. Time varies depending on what their schedule is. And then I do live streams on my Substack on Wednesday nights. I call that Box Talk. That's like a video newsletter. Sometimes I have guests on there as well. I do unboxings of all the Kickstarters that I'm backing because apparently I just spend all of my money on Kickstarters and nothing else. That's true. It's a budget line. And then Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. I'm trying to make Substack my primary because I would love to get away from Meta, but there's so many connections that I continue to make on Instagram. At Longbox Punk everywhere. And then also though, wrong side. CHK has, we've got our newsletter that is through Substack as well. CHK Comics is how you find us. We're also on Instagram. And I think by proxy on Threads. But Substack is our main newsletter. You can go there, and I'll shoot you the CHK link tree thing that were beacons that we have.
I'll take all the links because all the links will be below this episode. I'm so excited.
Great.
So
people can follow all the links as a side quest.
That's our side quest. You
follow
audience,
all of them
welcome.
for 100% completion.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is a participation episode.
That's right.
Interactive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you two for coming on. We gotta make this like a yearly thing.
Yes.
I feel like we're on a good streak now.
Let's do it.
Yes. So thank you so much for listening to this episode of Vigilante Vibes. Wherever you're listening to this episode, click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of my amazing guests like Kris and Kris or any future episode. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a marvelous night.